Hi, everybody, welcome back to Sky Factory 4, episode 23 with me, Sid, and I've just been out exploring. You know what I'm like. I do like an explore. I ostensibly started out just heading out just to really go out and do a bit of shopping, pick up a little bit of red dye, because I've got no poppies around the thing. I realised I could bone meal, but you know, where's the fun in that? So, come on, let me out. Damn you. Oh, man. Now, I did bring a bed with me, and I've just been sleeping the night off. We're only one dome off from home now. We are heading back, and yeah, we're just kind of skirting around. But let's have a look. So I went up this way. From there, I've gone to there. There was a big open field in this one. Went down here, dead end. Back up here, round here. That's a little crossroad junction. Goes under or over. Goes over here. I've come down here, down here. That took us down there. That was another crossroad junction, but I've broken it, so now I can stop and change direction. So that was a thing. And yeah, I mean, this really not been a much to show. I've just kind of, you know, it's more of the same. That building there might be interesting. Let me just play it safe. If I'm going to have to. Oh, now, yeah, I picked up a whole load of flowers because, you know, that's what you do when you're out, isn't it? You just pick flowers and quartz and walls. But if I just set myself a spawn point there, swap out for old Bessie. Yeah, I don't know whether this is one building or it's just an emerge, because all of these buildings are geomorphic in nature, in that you know they pan together nicely and do their own thing. So, and there are definitely spawners. I think this is not any kind of one particular building. I think this. I mean, see, there's really nothing in them. They're not, the treasure's not that good that you want to waste your time on them. So I do know that there is, that'll do. It can't be any worse than the state that some of them in are lefting. I do know that there is like a server building which can have some quite good loot in it, or there used to be. Whether there still is of course a completely different question. But let's head back. So I have been working. I've been doing some work. Now this is our home dome, you know. The home dome. But it's quite nice travelling around by rail cart. I never really muck around with rail cart networks, because modded almost inevitably gives me something better. You know, such as teleporting. Anyway, we'll pop you and you away, and that can go away for now, and that can go away. And what you should see, if I go into my purple pouch now, is you should see lots of things going through. That's good. That's a good thing. Obviously, the applied energistic system is on. That's also good. And if we go over to temporary home, you'll notice, first things first, you'll notice that we have 24 million RF stored. So and I'm going to basically convert this entire wall into one giant low powered power cell. We can always upgrade it later, but there's no real need at the moment. This stuff here, I am going to basically say you are done with now. Thank you very much. And that lot can go away. I just can't, I don't think I am going to need any of lots and lots of this more than we've got here. So I am going to turn you off. And that really was not the best choice, was it? Yeah, I'll stick a piece of that in. I don't like leaving holes. It's just the way I am. So, we've got 4 there. We've got, I think, 5 more saplings out there, plus another 2 to make. So, and we can always go with that. Now, I have, these all need emptying. I haven't touched that yet. These are all basically going through a hopper into a ender chest, and I'm just doing 4 at a time into the ender chest, and as you can see, that is more than adequately keeping up. So that's good. However, I do need to do 1, that's 4 there, 5. I need 3 more of these setups. So we are going to head back home. Storage, in fact. Whee! Plop. There you go. And I need to make hoppers. 1, 2, 3. Now we're out of iron again. Well, not out of iron, I'm just out of iron ingots. We'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually. We'll need those hopping bonsais, and we will need some more ender chests. Now, to do ender chests, I am going to need to make 3 ender chests. I'm going to need wool. 3 of 1, 2, 3. I am going to need purple dye. Oh, just let me go and get the poppies, shall we? This is what I went out for poppies for. Let me do half of them. Bang. So purple dye is there, 1 and 2, and then purple wool, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll do ender chests, ender chesticles, 1, 2, 3. Oh, out of obsidian again. Damn it! I really do need to get that completely automated, because I actually tore it out, didn't I? That was stupid. Somewhat. Yeah, it was actually very stupid. I wonder how many people noticed that stupidity when things. I don't know whether that episode is up yet. I can't remember which episode I tore it out in, but I can sort that out temporarily. We are going to have to. We'll get a full automated thing of that, aren't we? Back to storage. Let's just pop down here for a second. There we go. When all else fails, just go and... Oh, I'm out of blaze as well. Jesus. It's a bit excessive, but it'll do. I'd like to finish this off so we've basically moved everything out of the system over there, and we're over here, you know, for kind of obvious reasons really. So that kind of works there. Let me grab... I don't need anything else right now. We can just go back to the temporary home, and we can... Oh, I do need something else. I need 3 glowstone. No, you don't need them. They're not necessary for the thing. I'm just using them as a form of lighting and storage. The bed, I should actually set my spawn point again. That's going to move. This is all going to move. I don't know whether we're actually ever going to use that function again, but eventually we're going to stick these walls in. We'll take everything off out of here, and we're going to get everything out this episode basically, and try and get some machines set up, and ideally ardite. Cobalt is a slightly different matter entirely. However, all I have done is gone round like that. I've stuck a block of glowstone, and then we're going to do the same again, and the same again. And we can always stick one of the other saplings in should we need to, or even just a box standard sapling. It doesn't really even have to be a fancy sapling. So those just go like so. Then we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello. Like us all like this. Tick, tick, tick. Till we're all done. Slab on the top of each of these. The lighting, the glowstone basically is providing some lighting for all of this lot, because these obviously let light through, as does the chest. So yeah, all nice and good. So let me go and put you there and you there. That hasn't got any mulch at the moment, but we'll sort that one in a moment. We shall go and grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll pop these in here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Mulch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sapling. 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 Now, I'm fairly certain that these, no osmium is in the system. Yeah, I have done these, so we can do these 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Mulch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those. 1. Quartz 2. Osmium 3. And netherrack 4. And then there's one more outside, and all of these crops, I should say, not all of the crops, all of these bonsais are now fully automated. Well, kinda. We've got room for one more sapling, which is always a bonus. There you go, tin. Off you go. Have your own little spot for now. So I need what? I need to go back and grab some stone. Bricks, preferably. There we go. And then I can come back out here and we can basically... Hello, hang on. Let me put those there. Just do this. There's an accelerator card in the export, so this should be okay, I think. And then rinse and repeat. I'll be back in a mo. Okay, so we've got everything being chucked over here, and that is running pretty well. And you know, we've got all sorts of various blocks and things coming in. Still haven't done the ardite. We are going to do that before the episode ends, but first things first, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. Leave you for the time being. And I've got cable, so let's head up. So I've moved out the storage from here, and this is quite a wide area, but we are going to drop down through here, and we are going to bring up a cable to here. That's going to come out, and then you're going to basically have 1, 2, 3 and 4. That looks about right. There's our crafting terminal. There's our pattern terminal with patterns. There is a fluid terminal, and there is an interface terminal. Now we'll tidy all this up. This is going to go, I think we'll pop that there. That can just be the controller for our various things. We'll grab some more grey terracotta and we'll fill that block in, and we'll also get some kind of fascias for this, but we need to come down here, and somehow this is going to be entertaining. The entertaining element of this, of course, is the fact that we do not currently have flight. So yeah, that is what that is on the cards. We are going to be looking at doing the glitching armor eventually. I don't think I can. I think I can probably do it like that though, can't I? Yes, I can. Excellent. Oh, and then I can fall down again. That was good. Let's try that again. Oh, you. Actually, I'm just wondering. I'm just kind of sat here wondering at my own stupidity here, because I actually want to be on this side. Let's just. I want to bring this straight across like this for now. Actually, no, I'm not, because I am going to want this cable up there and in the other side of the building. So, for the time being, we're going to do that. And then we need to hop, hop, hop. I know this is not really the scaffolding that we had in mind when we... But you know what? It works. So, who am I to complain? Hop, hop, and hop. Right, so that should give me access to everything over here. Excellent. And I'm going to need cyan terracotta. I'm going to need grey terracotta. I haven't got a huge amount of cyan, but we'll make do with what we've got for now. We'll just put that back in there. My temptation is to do this, because we know that both of these are like this, so that's fine. I may actually have to go. That's probably a good idea, actually. Just instead of worrying about making all of the running out of cyan terracotta, just go to another dome and borrow a little from one of these buildings down here, for example, or one of those buildings up there, for example, you know, top down. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? What I'm waiting for, let's do it. Let's head over to the dome to the north of us, and because I can get straight there from this space over here. Oh, we also need to fill this lot in. I'll just borrow those for now. You know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring me... I didn't bring me cart, did I? Alright, let me go and grab that. Be back in a sec. And off we go. Time to go and pillage. I'd say pillage the village, but technically speaking, it's more of a city. So, pillage the city? Perhaps? Anyway. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. I know the southern one is closer, but, you know, doesn't really matter too much. We'll go and pick one and then go and rip it apart, get the terracotta out of it. I wonder if I can, if they've got vines on them, we can possibly even utilize these properly. Now there is a slight problem with these, is that sometimes these things have the tracks go underground. Even worse, sometimes, just sometimes, they Well, that's part of the way up, isn't it? And I am going to rip the thing apart, so let's let me think about this before I start getting myself into more trouble than I really want to be in at night. Let me quickly sleep the night off, and then we'll go and start taking some of these buildings apart. Okay, let me go back up the way where did I go? I came up this way, didn't I? Yeah, the nice advantage with doing a top-down destruction like this is it doesn't matter if about spawners, because the spawners, he says, typically don't get through into this area. So there we go, and we're in worthwhile. Oh, there's an anvil there. We might have to go and grab that. Always check. Yeah, we're fine. Right, I am going to rip this building apart. Rip this one apart or that one apart, actually. Ooh, decisions. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, I know. Because I'm taking that's mine. I'll have the books actually as well while I'm here. I mean, there's no point me ripping this building apart, because other than maybe some loot that may be in it, like, you know, there's a chest over there, for example, it's unlikely to, and maybe a bit of mossy and stuff. See, that is a different building though, isn't it? I've not actually seen this building with the stairs in it. That is different. All right, let's no, you can't do that. Okay, didn't think you could, but you know, try it on. First rule, always try it on. Let me use this tree. So I'm going to grab as much of this cyan terracotta as we can grab, and I'll come back when and if we find anything interesting, because as it stands, this is just going to be me ripping a building apart. Except for that, of course. Wow, I'm a dead sexy creeper. Sorry. It's just like that's what it reminds me of. I can't help it. It reminds me of, like, you know, the Barry White of creepers. Yeah, anyway, back in a bit. Well, mistakes have been made. I accidentally sent my bed back via the bag, and I've only just realised, so I'm now working at night, which is fun. I will probably have nightmares about that wow sound, but you know, it's, I've heard worse. Not much worse, but worse. Usually the worst creeper sound to hear is the John Cena creeper. But yeah, so I'm just carrying on, because I can always use the ender book and teleport back home at any time. So if I get into trouble, I've got an out, basically. So yeah, I'm just keeping on going, really, and I'll be back again in a while. All right, I think it's time to head back. I've taken out about 4 floors, so that should be more than adequate. I'm not going to faff around with the minecart. I'm just going to go and do that because it saves time, and we'll stick the minecart in there just in case. Now, having been and borrowed all of that, we now have lots and lots of well, let me show you. Cyan, We got about 3,000 cyan terracotta from that little excursion, which is pretty good. I think I'm all right for the other ones. So let's have a look. We can probably bring this all the way back flat, can't we? That will give us a little bit more wiggle room as well. Or should we? Actually, no. Let me think. Let's leave those as they were. I actually quite like that. You'll see why in a moment, hopefully. But I actually do quite like that feel. So let's just go back. And again, there's no point in having these glass windows here because, you know, they make no sense in the grand scheme of things. And in fact, I'm very tempted to take this back here and basically bring those out on this side and just narrow that down and give us more space in these blocks here on this floor, because I want to put a whole load of machines in here, and that's going to be a lot easier. Do I really? Is that going to look odd if I leave that like that? Maybe we should narrow the entire window just so it doesn't look peculiar when we're on the other side. Yeah, I think so. So I've got a little bit of remodeling to do on this floor, and making sure it's lit after we've remodeled and all of that good stuff. So let me get that done and I shall be right back with you. Alright, I've remodeled around here. We haven't done any lighting. I've blocked this in. We're going to have to put something up here. I don't know what that will be yet, but what we are going to do is we are going to make one of those and definitely a set of those. I've got plenty of cable anchors, so that's good. And these will just go there. And can I'm going to have to be a little bit careful how I do this, or I'm going to have to be a lot careful how I do this. How am I going to get? I suppose I could do that. That would give me the angle to get to there. I just didn't want that showing through. And that didn't really matter, but that will go there, and then we can get you, and you can, oh man, this is going to be entertaining. You can go on, I don't want you on that side, I want you on there. Cool, I like that. We do need a little bit more of this going on, just on the top, just to tidy it up, make it blocky. But fortunately, these cable anchors are very cheap. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, we need to start thinking about machines, but before we do that, not before we do that, we are going to start thinking about machines now, but I need to decide where I want to place. I've got cable here, so that's fine for anything that requires us to work with where we don't have cable there, which would be very good for anything that, you know, where we want to put normal power conduits coming up. And of course we can actually come right back like that and put the power in there, because, and in theory, all of the wiring. Okay, let's have a look. So at Deep Mob Learning we should have a simulation chamber, and we should have a loop fabricator. Simulation chambers. Those really don't need to be hooked into any kind of applied energistics system. So can we... I can't think of a way we can include them up here, but we can possibly put them in on this side. So let me have a look. Have I got a... make me some more of those if you don't... Oh, God, yeah, alright. That's not going to happen anytime soon then. Where can I know where we can, what I can do. I shall borrow. Not that one. Look at this. I'm loving this. 24 million RF. I love it. I'm going to borrow this. That will do the trick. Boop, boop, boop. This will all come up and be rehoused. We do need to put in... have we got Bibliocraft? Let me just check. We have. We need a clipboard. We really, really, really need a clipboard. Let's deal with that for starters. Home. Clipboard. Bang. I've got nothing ink-like. And I don't see... and I've not got... Oh, man. How do I get ink? Ink we can get from dye essences and from a loot statue, which we make with a and that needs a statue core. Man, this is annoying. What about black dye? Do we have anything like black? Black dye powder is disabled. That's pulverized coal. It's not going to help me. Black dyed water bottle requires... oh, pulverized. Let's see if we can do it with some pulverized coal then. Paper. And then we'll try the clipboard again. I don't think I've actually seen a squid. What, are you going to order dictionary? No, you're not. Damn you. Okay. I'll have to remember these. I'm just going to have to remember things, aren't I? Doesn't matter. Right, we need you. We need you, and you are going to go here. Like that. We'll not limit the transfer, and we are going to stick the loot fabricator there, and we're going to stick the simulation. Yeah, alright. That's getting power, that's good. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about flux. So we're currently playing with leadstone flux ducts, which is, yeah, alright, 1000 RF per tick. That's actually not bad. Hardened does 4000. That just uses Invar. Invar we have... Let me just see if we can actually make that right off the bat, shall we? No, damn you. I think we probably can. Let me make a few of those. And then take those and make those. That gives us more power, doesn't it? And I'm going to just stick you right on the top of that one for now. And that is getting power. Holds 2 million. That's your simulation chamber. And we should have... Right, I need... Let me have a look. Ardite. Ardite sapling requires magma slime, pristine blaze matter, and a nether star. Pristine blaze matter we get from a blaze data model. I'm fairly certain I have got one of those, and I'm fairly certain it is fully trained. Self-aware it is. So that goes in, and then we need clay, don't we? This stuff. Polymer clay, in fact. Bang. Get a pile of that. Polymer clay goes in and it starts running. We're probably going to see a massive drain in power because this uses a fair amount. In fact, I think we can see there it's 256 RF per tick, but we've already got, oh, that's hellish matter. Oh, we need pristine. That's right, that's the one we want. Pristine chance 42%. So we should get one pretty soon. Failed again. Let's have an iteration. 21 started. Loading model from chip. Quite. It's a shame that's not going. That would have been pristine. Succeeded. Excellent. That's what we needed. So we shall have you out, and we're going to take the rest of this lot out for now, and we'll put that away. Not in there. Just in there. Keep it safe. I suppose it's actually not safe on my personage, but there you go. Nether star. We know we can do that like that with the extraterrestrial. So there, that's that. What we got in the way of magma slime sapling, that's good. And ardite. Sapling requires glowstone. Now that is where we're going to suffer because we ain't got it. I'm just going to stick, so we need you, you, and you. That and that can go away, that can go away, they can go away, and that can be stored. So, glowstone ingot, glowstone ingot requires an osmium compressor. An osmium compressor requires us to make some stuff. Steel casing. We haven't got. Let me go. Let's have a look for osmium. Osmium compressor, steel casing, steel ingots. We are going to make you. Steel essences would be the obvious one at some point. That's good. Crusher, no. Energize, smelter, that's steel blend. Steel blend is coal and iron. Okay, well, that's simple enough then. However, in this case, I would like to. How do I want to do this? Now, I'm just going to keep this simple for the time being. Yeah. Mechanism. That will give me what I want. Metallurgic infuser. We probably want one of them as well at some point. But we shall. Oh, I need the flux cable as well. Fluxy cable, and we are going to make some steel. We needed 4, didn't we? I think. So I need some iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably just coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should work, I believe. Pop those in, and we should get the steel. I'll be back when that's done. Alright, I've been talking to myself. I'm not sure how long I've been recording. I'm not sure whether I failed to stop recording or whatever, because I have got an 18-minute segment. However, we are at the point where we have. If I've not shown you this before, we have made the pristine blaze matter, we've made the thing, we've got everything. We have just made up that and that. These are going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4 to make those, and then combine all of that lot in there, and we will end up with an osmium compressor, which is interesting because I've got 4 too many, in fact. That goes in there. It has got power, and we need to make glowstone ingots. Glowstone ingots are made with osmium, 200 millibuckets, and glowstone dust. So if I get some osmium, I have no idea how much is necessary, and glowstone. We can pop, let me do that. That is 200 millibuckets. So it's an ingot basically. Unsurprisingly, it was an ingot's worth. And we only need 2. So that shouldn't take too long. We should end up with our glowstone ingots, which will give us our ardite. Hoofer, and I would like to, in the first instance, where did my, don't know what happened there. But I've gone over, so we'll make this thing. I may have to slice a little bit just to get myself kind of to a sensible length. But we're going there with that, and that, and that, and that. That gives us an ardite sapling, which is one of the 2 we are missing. Now I would like a pot hopping bonsai, if I can get one. Bonsai and hopper, and we'll craft that quickly together. And then I just need a chest, if I can spell. Doesn't really matter which. Oh, we need folders. 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially, and we'll head over here. Oh, mulch. I need some mulch. Mulch. Got one. Excellent. So this drawer here has got room for 8 files in it, and I happen to have 2 saplings which we need to make. One is the ardite, one is the cobalt. The ardite we do need to let that run a little bit. And eventually it will make some things. Hopefully it will make all of the things, but if it doesn't, it's not a problem. And bang, what did we get? Well, we want one of them. We definitely want one of them. We're waiting on the leaves and the saplings. So, but those and those are done. So yeah, I've just got to wait for those to appear, and in a moment I'll be back in a second. And we finally have all the ardite things, so we can now just jump back over to temp home. We can pop our mulch in there, and we can run that, and we can stick all of that lot back in the system. And yeah, we have made some progress. I don't know what to do a screenshot on this one. I feel like I've made a lot of progress. Maybe not as much. Maybe we'll do the screenshot back here. I think that may be a good point if we come over this way. Yeah, there we go. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.